big inning, and then the young guys settled it at the end of the game. That had to be a really big push for you guys on that.
Yeah, I was excited about all the young guys that played. Blue was in there. He's hitting in the 4-hole for us. And I think Edwards gets his second start. Guevara gets another 3 RBI for us and played a good third base. I thought he had a fair foul that was a lot tougher play than you think, and it just showed a true arm again. I think Kel Strickland, I think his 2 hits, and I thought the majority of his at-bats were great, and I think he's doing very good work defensively. I thought it was great, and then we kind of limped around and we just had that rhythm that we're still in, and a couple of mistakes, and they drove all the way back because that was huge for offense. I think that was 8 runs on 2 outs there in the first inning. But I to myself, I really hadn't said this out loud, but I thought the first 2 innings, we had 3 balls that fell in the first 2 innings that I haven't seen fall in for us in a month. And then come back and had the big inning. Cooper Weiss was great tonight, the 2 home runs. I think that was the player of the game for the team. McMurray had good at bats. He had the ground rule double and had a big RBI to right field there late. And I thought it was good that the young guys could play good. And then I think some guys that couldn't get in there last week that we thought were building up, especially with our challenges, that deserve an opportunity and just continue to work. And I thought Murphy, Nelson, and Keyshawn absolutely did a great job for us. Murphy was in a 1-run game and come out and attacked. Thought I just saw a good attack out of all of them. I thought Murphy attacked, and the breaking ball, he had 2 pitches working. Nelson absolutely come at it with the fastball. He was right at the meat. I know he faced the catcher at the home run earlier, so that was good to see. And then Keyshawn just had his power sink there and run the count a little deep, but made a pitch when he needed to. I thought those 3 guys can hopefully maybe continue to get more opportunities because they've hung in there and they showed good tonight.
Right.
From the standpoint of just getting a win in this homestand before you got on the road, how important was that for you guys?
Yeah, it's great. I've been waiting. I didn't know what to do after the last out there. It's been a minute, but no, every time we take the field, you want to have success. So for these guys, I know things will turn, and I know baseball will get back to normal. We got another filled up crowd. We got guys that are still fighting and engaged. I'm tickled to death to see that after we've been kicked and beat and beat and beat and beat, for these guys to stay with it. So really the man, the woman, the team, the person that at the end of the day, man, if you can just absolutely create some stamina and don't go away, it'll shift back. So I don't know what we got. It's a good time to have a second half. It's a good time to get freshened up and compete against it, but doesn't matter. What's left for us in 5 weeks is how we handle each day between now and then, and I'm just asking for good stamina with the guys. I thought I absolutely, even with some challenges still, I continue to see them continue to try to do their best every night they take the field.
You touched on it a little bit, but how vital is it this late in the season to get kind of a midweek opportunity where you see guys like Drew and Keyshawn and Hayden go out there as you guys continue to kind of navigate the staff?
Yeah, I think Coach Tiefer was even more committed to it last week because I think they had kind of earned that deal because we've been waiting for somebody to come help us and really didn't get that opportunity last week. So I think we were going to force that either way. And guys are helping, Ike and Bobby's not able to play or swing. They are able to play. They're able to go out, and each time that at-bat comes up, put a different one out there to defend. So we're just thought everybody's doing a good job just with where we're at and handling it and just going and trying to play the best baseball. I like that those guys pieced it together to help us defend there in the outfield tonight.
Jason?
Yeah, you touched on those guys, Mason as well. You feel like those guys will be able to swing by this weekend, or still kind of wait?
They'll be with us. I think Maynard's is a pretty good place, but the bats haven't been moving. I don't know if you realize how many bones are in your hand. I don't know how you realize swing and miss, what that can do to you, and trying to stop a swing even. Those things can linger. So I don't think they've moved a bat for a couple of days, and I imagine they'll go with us to start for, and I imagine the plan would be to test it Thursday and see if 1 or 2 or if all three will be available to us. But I think we're at the standpoint of like it's in the players' hands if they can absolutely swing a bat. So I think the key is because if you keep trying to bring them back early, it's kind of like a hamstring. You just keep re-injuring that thing. Is kind of the analogy or the example that I'd point to. And those three guys, I would like it completely out of their swing. So I'm trusting them to give us some feedback, and I think we'll run another test on Thursday for this coming series.
Two more, Matt.
Yes, you mentioned a bit about kind of just the good feeling to finally get a win all of a sudden. I know like your last 4 series have been against the top 4 teams in the poll. So I guess now kind of as you head in toward, I guess, the lighter, in air quotes, portion of the SEC schedule, there's no light portion. Like, what, I guess, are the expectations now as you deal with kind of reshaping the pitching staff and just kind of going into the second half of the SEC slate?
We tried to reshape a little bit and didn't really get the result that we wanted. So we are who we are. Let's galvanize our identity each day and try to get a little better. Let's come up with a good plan, and that's from the coaches continuing to try to give a good plan, and let's keep giving great energy. I don't think it has to be any deeper than that. My expectation is that we would have been more competitive in the first half, regardless of who they are, because we were a top 25 team till it really got rough there about 3 weeks ago. So we thought a lot of ourselves either. So we take our medicine, and it won't get any lighter or easier. I'll try to play that to the team is that's what the world will tell you now, and it'll be the same type of competitive baseball moving the second half. And can we do anything to get better with our challenges to create a more consistent outcome of what we expect? I think that's my messaging to the team. Maybe I'll just try to record this and mash play and let them stretch. But that's how I feel about it. I wanted more out of that first half. We knew we're playing great teams. There's no doubt about it. That hasn't changed. I think those teams are some of the best, and I think the teams that we play, our next 2 series is on the road. So I think it'll be the same challenges. Can we do better with it is what I'm interested in.
I feel like we've asked different shades of this question, but I know Eric's last game, 3-hit game, had his first career home run, 3 RBI night tonight. Just, I mean, to see him put it together at the plate now and really come into form, just what's the feeling that elicits for you?
Yeah, I just, as he played and was like rusty for a couple of days, I was just wanting everybody to go like, man, he's a good player. And I've said a lot of things about this team being good, so that's where I'll wear it. Just it landed on me, but I think he's a great player. From the time that he went down in that non-contact injury there right before the fall started, we thought we lost something. That's how much we thought of him way back in August or 1st of September, whenever that happened, that, and this guy's got a chance to be young and play. And I'm telling you, when you say a first-year guy can play at this level, that's a good player. You go mark those that a coach would say that, and a team would put a guy in the lineup as a freshman. I hope that's confidence for all those guys that started for us tonight. But we think he's a heck of a player, and we still know he's a young player. But I do think he's a guy that can absolutely help this club have success and win now. And if you can do that as a freshman, you're a really good player.
All right.